All right, I got it. What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay, and this is a discussion video on the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile. This is just a discussion video. I've done several videos already on the phone, so be sure to go check out some of those other videos that I put up if you don't like discussion videos. Not going to be showing any kind of special things on the phone or anything like that. Simply just me talking. So if you don't like discussion videos, I'll pause so you can exit for a moment. All right, now got that out of the way. Link in the description to use my referral link for the OnePlus 6T. Go ahead and hit that if you're thinking about buying it directly from OnePlus. It's fully active, and shout out to all the people that have used my link. I appreciate you purchasing with my link. Now let's get to this discussion video on the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile. The internet grabs hold of something and people run with it and follow everything that people say. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people have pointed out the things that the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile doesn't do or can't do. It can't be unlocked, or people are getting it unlocked early, or it's not going to get the updates as fast. You know, it's got one SIM card slot. All these things, folks. Let me say this. You guys, some of these people, you guys have to pay attention, and you got to start thinking for yourself. Consider this now. People who have the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile, they knew what they were getting because they went for that deal of $300. Some people say, oh, you got to wait for the credits. Listen, I guess I could only tell you is that if you're not on T-Mobile, why does it matter that the T-Mobile customers, why do you feel like the T-Mobile customers are getting shafted? I mean, personally, I've been with T-Mobile for going on 25 years. So trading in my Moto Z2 Force, fantastic deal. And a lot of people traded in phones and got a great deal. I bought the Moto Z2 Force for $300, and I traded it in and got $300. I don't plan on canceling T-Mobile. And I think a lot of people on T-Mobile don't plan on canceling T-Mobile. You know, so even if they didn't do a trade-in, getting the OnePlus 6T for them on T-Mobile is a plus because they didn't have to pay full cost for it. They get to finance it out if they want to. Or they could, if you wanted to pay full cost, you just get it directly from OnePlus, and then you can get all these things that you feel like are missing on the T-Mobile version. Oh, it's only got one SIM card. It's locked to T-Mobile. There's bloatware. You can't get it unlocked. It's not going to get the updates as fast. Reality check is people on T-Mobile are not really concerned about that. I don't think people who are buying the T-Mobile version of the OnePlus 6T need two SIM card slots. I don't think they care that there's one SIM card slot. I don't think they really care about software updates that much, because if they really cared about software updates, and the funny part is, OnePlus didn't say that the phone wouldn't get software updates. It just says it has to filter through T-Mobile's process to get the updates coming. And that's just what it is. So I think people read too much into things and they blow it way out of proportion. This is the norm on YouTube, man, and social media right now, especially for people who don't have the devices. I've seen a lot of articles out there where people are saying that you don't buy the OnePlus 6T from T-Mobile. It's locked down. It's got bloatware. It's not going to run as good. All these different things, man. But what I also see is that a lot of people are buying what they want to buy. The fact of the matter is, buying the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile is a better deal, but people don't really want to admit that. Whether you do a trade-in or not, you can finance phones. I don't know if you can finance through OnePlus, but I'm sure people are just using their credit card, or they might be using their debit card, paying full cost. I don't know, but there's always a way to pay for a phone monthly, and that's what people on carriers want to do. Now, this is the first time in a long time that I've paid for a phone monthly, and it doesn't really bother me. You know what I'm saying? It's I wanted the good deal though, so I don't plan on leaving T-Mobile anytime soon. I got Project Fi. I've got other carriers too, and this isn't a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? It's paying monthly for this phone, like $10 a month or whatever it comes to. That's a fantastic deal. You know, it was a major win for me. So I would tell those people out there who are T-Mobile customers, if you're considering buying the OnePlus 6T, buy it if you want to buy it, man. Don't listen to the hype about people telling you, oh, it's only got... Because I remember back in the day, I have a bunch of dual SIM phones, right? And people would say, well, why do you need a dual SIM phone? You don't have... I'm like, well, I got multiple phone numbers. It's kind of like people wait for things to, be taken away or something like that, and it becomes a topic. You know, it just takes for a few people to say, "Oh, don't buy the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile." That's just baloney, man. If you're on T-Mobile, this is a much better purchase than pretty much almost all the phones on T-Mobile right now. If you want a solid performer and you want something that's with longevity. Now, OnePlus put in a statement on their website that it won't get the updates as fast as the unlocked version. People ran with that. Oh my gosh, it's not going to get updated. It's got T-Mobile bloatware. You can disable the T-Mobile stuff. The only one you can't disable is the My T-Mobile app, I believe. But why that's important to a person who's not on T-Mobile, I don't know. You know, all the T-Mobile apps that are on my phone can be disabled except for the T-Mobile My T-Mobile app. And I'm not in. Why do I need to get my phone unlocked? I think that people who are saying that are just finding something to talk about, because if you're that into rooting and all this other stuff, and all these people always got one. It's got, you know, most of the people don't even use multiple carriers, man. I only know of one person that I've spoken to that uses 2 different carriers, and that's Jay Santana. He got the OnePlus 6T, and he genuinely needed the 2 SIM slots. I remember talking about 2 SIM slots. Oh no, you don't need that. Why do you have all so many phone lines? Hypocrisy, man. The OnePlus 6T is just as good a phone as the unlocked version. And so I don't know. I hope people don't fall into this hype about I have to get my phone unlocked. If I get the T-Mobile version, I got to get it unlocked. The T-Mobile version, what I understand from OnePlus, is well optimized for T-Mobile too. Because I actually travel with this. No drop calls, no drop signal, and fast internet everywhere I went, no problems. But I would just tell you, I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, man, don't fall into the hype about don't buy the T-Mobile version of the OnePlus 6T, man. If you're on T-Mobile, it's the smarter thing for you to do if you don't want to come out of pocket. I'm saying if you don't want to come out of pocket, you know, because I paid for this one outright. This is the 6. But this is the 6T, and I did that promo where you get the trade-in, and they put the discount on the phone like fast, man. It's like on my account or whatever. I can already see the credits and everything. It's good to go. It's a win-win. Even if I don't use this phone for 6 months, I'm only paying like $10 for it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. That's a win-win. I'm totally fine with having a brand new OnePlus 6T on my account for $290. That's a win-win. And I think a lot of people who can't get that deal, who don't have, people might be a little envious because it's not on all carriers, you know what I'm saying? But I feel that way about the Pixel. I think the Pixel would do better if it was all on all carriers. But that's just me. I mean, I really like the Pixel, you know what I'm saying? I think it's got some bang-em-up features. It just doesn't have the right price tag. But, you know, nonetheless, people complained about T-Mobile only getting one variant. Well, I reached out to T-Mobile and, OnePlus, and it's a test run, man. You can't expect a company who discontinues phones every 3 months to go full all in and ship all the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, they're not going to do that. They're too afraid to fail. You know what I'm saying? I still don't like their business practices when it comes to releasing phones, but maybe this is the turnaround for them, how they do business by getting with a carrier. They got to test it. You got to get a test run. You can't just jump out there. As much as I dislike their business practices, I'm glad that it went to T-Mobile. It's the best way to launch. T-Mobile is the best place for OnePlus to start because T-Mobile is the most active in social media. They're growing the fastest. And think about that. They got John Ledger over there, man. This guy would do anything for a sale. He would promote it big time. I looked on T-Mobile's website, and from what I understand, the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile is selling very well. Not that it matters to me, but people actually are buying this phone, and T-Mobile is actually promoting it the right way, finally. Promoting something other than Samsung and iPhone. Note 9, S9, iPhone 10. That's all people normally promote. But when I went into the store to get the OnePlus 6T, people were waiting to buy it. I was like, whoa, I thought it was gonna be empty in that. No, it was people in there ready for it, and all the reps were selling. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, people been asking for this phone. People been calling for this phone left and right. So buying the OnePlus 6T on T-Mobile doesn't put you at any disadvantage. If I get the update on this phone after I get the update, on my so I got the latest update on this phone right here, and it hasn't 9.0.2 hit this phone. It hasn't hit this phone yet. And I've noticed some features in this phone in OxyOS that are not in this phone yet. I don't care, man. It's not that serious. The phone is working perfectly fine, man. Right now, I've said it, man. If the Pixel 3 was on all carriers, then we might have a different discussion, but it's just straight unlocked or only Verizon. And right now, this phone is not on all carriers, it's just T-Mobile, and you can get it unlocked. If you're into routing and all that other stuff, you gotta have your dual SIMs all of a sudden. Now the internet has to have dual SIMs, now that the T-Mobile version doesn't have a dual SIM. You know, if you're into that, don't even worry about the T-Mobile version. Just go get your unlocked version. It's that simple. Get the unlocked version. The T-Mobile version is the same phone, man. It's just got a T-Mobile, my T-Mobile app on there. It's like 2 apps on here from T-Mobile, or 3 apps from T-Mobile. And they don't cause a problem for me. Phone runs blazing fast. Battery is fantastic. Everything is good about this phone, man. It's just like this phone right here. They're both fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I have no complaints. But the 6T on T-Mobile, fantastic, man. No complaints. I don't know what else to tell you. If you're on the fence about buying the one on T-Mobile, the worst thing you could do is listen to a bunch of hype on the internet about why you shouldn't buy it. Just go get it. Put down a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put down anything. I just went in and gave my trade in and paid $1 and left, or something like that, and I was out of there. Got the phone. Phone cost me $290 over a 24-month period. Half off, pretty much. Half off. It's totally worth it for me. It should be worth it for you too if you want to save money, because normally I'm paying full cost for, like, I paid full cost for this joint right here, and I paid full cost for almost all of the phones on the desk. So to get a deal like this, it's fantastic, man. What is it that you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people that are complaining about the T-Mobile version, what is it that you want? Why do you need 2 SIM cards? Because I remember back in the day, like I said before, everybody said, oh, yeah, it's not necessary. Why do you need 2 SIM cards? Why does it bother you that there's T-Mobile, 2 or 3 T-Mobile apps on there? The bootloader can't be unlocked until you unlock the phone. You know, things like that. People are so worried about that. If that's your concern, get the unlocked version. It just doesn't make sense to waste your energy strolling about the internet telling everybody they shouldn't buy the 6T on T-Mobile. If they're a T-Mobile customer, that makes no sense. I'm telling you, if you're a T-Mobile customer and you want T-Mobile's best offering right now, 6T. I'm not gonna hesitate and say that. It is the 6T. Finance it if you want to, pay for it, whatever you want to do. This is their best offering right now, in my opinion. Straight up. That's what it is. It's your man Jay. I'm about to get out of here. How do you feel about if you have the T-Mobile version, do you feel you're at a disadvantage? You know, are you at a disadvantage because you got the T-Mobile version, or you just have to have the unlocked version because you need 2 SIM trays? You know what I'm saying? You there's no bloatware. OnePlus has bloatware on here, man. It's on here. If you got a OnePlus device, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's your man Jay. Remember, referral link is down below. If you plan on buying it directly from OnePlus, use my referral link. I appreciate it. Tons of people have used my referral link. I really appreciate that too. So what do you guys think about which version do you have of the OnePlus 6T? Do you have the unlocked version? Is it so much better than the T-Mobile version? Or do you have the T-Mobile version? Did you get that deal for half off? What did you trade in? Leave a comment down below. It's your man Jay, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get out of here.